Okay, so part 2 of clearing up the confusion from the masculine and feminine polarity video that I did. What does a woman really mean when she says, it's easier if I just do it myself? Usually she isn't bragging, and she didn't have some deep spiritual calling to just start doing everything around the house herself. She means that delegating the task has become more work than just completing it. If she has to explain what needs to be done, tell you where everything is, answer 6 follow-up questions, remind you twice, and then check whether or not it actually happened. And if it's only half finished, forgotten, or done in a way that creates another problem, she has to follow up, finish it, or redo it anyways. So now she hasn't escaped the task. She has completed the task, plus the additional job of having to manage another adult through it. That's why it feels easier for her to just do it herself. Not because she necessarily wants control, but because doing it once feels less exhausting than delegating it, monitoring it, and possibly having to do it again anyways. She could have just done it herself, taken a bath, and started a small business in the same amount of time. But ladies, here's the part you're not gonna like. Sometimes we create that dynamic ourselves. We can say we want him to take ownership, but then we stand over him, correct every detail, refold the towels, reload the dishwasher, and act like the house will collapse because he bought the wrong brand of paper towel. He cannot take ownership over something that you refuse to release control of. But guys, taking ownership does not mean doing the task and leaving the final 20% for her. Taking out the garbage includes replacing the bag. Doing the dishes includes wiping the counters. Planning the date includes arranging the babysitter, making the reservation, and knowing where you're going. Otherwise, you didn't take anything off of her plate. You just moved it around and left crumbs everywhere. And this is how couples accidentally train the exact dynamic that they hate. He stops trying because she corrects everything. She takes over because he stops trying. Then he feels criticized and she feels abandoned. And both of them insist the other person started it. It's easier if I just do it myself usually means I don't trust that handing this over will actually allow me to stop carrying it. If you want him to own it, let him do it differently. And if you want her to release it, become consistent enough that handing it to you finally feels easier than keeping it herself.